Hey guys, welcome to the first recap of American Idol, season 11. Can you believe that we've been watching this show for 11 years? Well, all of the Idol kindergartners that grew up watching the show are now old enough to be exploited on television because they can audition. So, first stop, Savannah, Georgia. Randy, J-Lo, and Crypt Keeper Steven Tyler are back. First up was David Leathers Jr. He was 17 years old, and he was once in a competition with Scotty McCreery. And he claims to have come in second place. Well, I guess that's true, except the fact that he's 17 and he sings like a 12-year-old. I think it might be a problem down the road, but they seem to like it, so it was a yes. Gabby Karuba was up next, 16 years old. She's a champion tapper, and she singled out Nigel Lithgow behind the scenes there, gave him a hug because she wants to be on So You Think You Could Dance one day. That's just my opinion. But the judges loved it. I don't know, I thought she was just okay, but they said it was a yes. I'm thinking the talent in Savannah was slightly thin. There was plenty of great singers after her that they showed these little tiny micro clips of. I guess they were just boring though. They didn't have like any backstory, so they sounded pretty good though. Jessica Whiteley up next, 19 years old. I don't know where she sings the national anthem, but I have a feeling it might not be in this country. She's going to re-audition in Texas, and the judges are like, don't bother. But they didn't say it loud enough because she's pretty determined to go to Texas and re-audition. It was a no, by the way. Then there was the Ryan Seacrest clone, Sean Kreisman. He's 26 years old. I've heard that Ryan's thinking about leaving the show next year, so maybe he'd be a good replacement. Or maybe they could just get a robot. Unfortunately, it's a no, though, because he sings like Ryan Seacrest, and that's why he's the host. Shannon McGrain. Never mind. 15 years old. Her dad was a pitcher in the World Series from 1987. And when she auditioned, she had the whole family behind her there, because, of course, when they heard Dad was a baseball player, they had to have everyone come out. And Mom was totally rocking out in the background. Awkward, but if that's what it takes to get you through, it's a yes. Alright, then a whole bunch of skunks, followed by Amy Brumfield. And, you know, they try and fake you out, and this time they did, because at 24 years old, girl who lives in a tent could actually sing. A little bit, anyway. She was pretty good. I mean, I don't know. It was a yes. Joshua Chavez, 23, he was warming up in the back by screaming. He tried to be Jason Mraz. He sang a couple other things. Randy was going to play with him, but then he thought better of it. It was a no. He still has his boyfriend, though, which he cried on his shoulder. It was really touching. Stephanie Renee up next. She watched not Kelly Clarkson, the country one. I can't think of her name. From when she was a little kid. She's 15 years old. She's too nasally. I noticed that right away, and J-Lo was like, well, that can be corrected. Hello? Don't close off your nose in the back when you're singing. I corrected it just then. Now take some lessons and practice. You know what, though? You can't say that that's wrong, because what about Britney? It worked for her. Oh, baby, baby. That's what she does. She closes off the back of her nose to get that baby voice. It's a matter of preference. It might work for her, but J-Lo seems to think, no, it doesn't. And Homer's going nuts because he thinks he likes it. Skylar Dixon was up next, 16 years old. She auditioned last year with her brother Colton, and I remember him because he kind of was, I thought he was going to make it through, but he actually didn't. His occupation was listed as musician / face painter. Interesting combo. This was totally scripted, I think. They made him come out with her. He didn't want to audition this year. They forced him to audition. She sang first. She was really good, I thought, and then he came out, and I don't know. I wasn't as big a fan of him this year as I was last year, but it was both a yes. Well, it was a yes for both of them. Then there was a buttload of criers, angry criers, sad criers, whimpering criers, followed by Lauren Mink. She's 25 years old and she works with the disabled. And she came out there as a little country singer. She ain't ugly none. She can sing pretty good too, so it was a yes. Then, before you know it, it was day 2. Began with Mowina Cudjoe. He's from somewhere else. Somewhere far, far away, which are the notes that he was hitting. Far, far away. He was just so bad, and the judges were like, if you can go find some people who think you're good, bring them back here and we'll reconsider. Well, he did that, and guess what? It was still a no. That was really, I don't know, nasty. How can you give a guy like that hope? I mean, these judges aren't ruthless enough, I don't think. You know, it's hurting people's lives. Ashley Altis up next, 28. She invented the Joy Hop. It's this kind of cool dance. I liked it. They said yes, but I was like, WTF, she wasn't that good. But I guess, like I said before, the talent in Savannah, W.T. Thompson, 25 years old, up next. He's got a baby on the way. He quit his job. He used to work at a jail. I felt bad for him because when he sang, I didn't think he was that good. And I felt bad that he quit his job. I think he needs to go look for another job. They liked the backstory, though. I guess they didn't want to disappoint him and his wife. It would have looked really bad. But you know what? How's he going to feel when he gets sent home from Hollywood? That's going to suck. Alright, so everybody apparently wants to make out with Grandpa Tyler. Not me. Especially stalker Erica Nowak. She actually got the chance to hug and molest him and grabbed his ass. He didn't seem to mind, so I guess you wouldn't call it molestation because he was a consenting grandparent. It was a no. I didn't think she was that bad. Certainly not as bad as some of the other ones that actually made it through. Brittany Kerr, up next, NBA dancer. Hello! She made it. She's gorgeous. She could sing okay. But yeah, she was easy on the eyes. They saved the best for last. This was the only guy that they actually showed a package on that I thought he really had something going on there. He brought his guitar. He was strumming that thing so hard he broke a string. He reminded me, not in sound, but in mannerisms and his style and everything, of a young Dave Matthews. So he was a yes, and I'm excited to see his journey because I think he's got a lot of potential on this show. Because he was kind of cute, and he's a total package, and he plays an instrument. So next stop is tomorrow, and that is Pittsburgh. I'm excited to see that. Fortunately, tomorrow's show is only an hour long. I really don't like these 2-hour shows. They just drag on far too long, and they have just far too much ridiculousness in the video packages. But it's the auditions, kids, so I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, much love.